providing resources and comfort to caregivers. This is Caregiver Crossing.
Good morning, everyone. You are listening to Caregiver Crossing. We are so glad you're here. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, we are a radio show dedicated to family caregivers and those of you who love them. And my voice, I feel like I should follow Terry's lead and I should say, I am Tina Marie McIntosh from, but do I say the county where I was born or do I say the county where I live now?
You can say either one works.
This is Tina Marie McIntosh, born in Allen County, living in Marion.
I think that's good. That's the way you do it.
It's just too much.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not bad.
Who are you?
Terry's Lyn Story from Hancock County.
See, it just rolls right off of your tongue. It doesn't work for me. I don't know what to do about that.
How are you feeling today? Because last time we spoke, you were still feeling a little bit above the eclipse blues, the post-eclipse blues.
Yeah, I still think it's weird. I don't know if I believe it, but it felt very real. And,
I know it did, but you've been a little better. You kind of come out of it a little bit.
I'm good. I've been doing a lot of traveling lately, some for work, some because I'm healthy enough now to, for those of you who don't know, I have a history of cancers and I had a brain surgery and I have a brain tumor and blah, 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 blah. So
that's exactly how she talks about it.
My husband recently said he went to Nashville for work, Nashville, Tennessee, and he was like in his happy place, Terry, like, open air bars and cold beer and live music. I mean, I've never heard him so happy. And we've been married for a long time and had 3 kids. And so anyway, he said,
and dogs and also goats.
With chickens and cats, a lizard, a bathroom fish.
Right.
I don't know. I feel
What's
like there's
a bathroom
else.
Fish?
His name's Dave. He lives in the bathroom. Duh. Anyway, and Jeff said,
it's so sad.
Why have we never been? He gets a lot of company.
Oh, I guess you're right. He would get a lot of company now that I think about it.
People talk to Dave.
Because I instantly went to well, that's lonesome. But you're right. The bathroom is the most used room in the whole house.
Dave is socialized and fine. Don't you worry about him. But Jeff said, why have we never been to Nashville, Tennessee? And I said, well, we've either been having babies, raising babies, recovering from surgeries, broke. I mean,
right.
Lots of things.
Life stuff.
This year, though, we're just doing some of the things. And so I just got back from my second trip to Florida within 6 weeks, this time to visit a dear friend. And then I was in Atlanta for a few days for a conference. But it is fun and exhausting to travel.
Are you traveling alone?
This time I was. I met up with some people in Florida, but yeah.
So you flew?
Yeah. I've
been enjoying just being on the road driving alone.
What do you sing?
All kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff. I'm learning that this is my new place for, even with music or whatever it is I'm listening to. I kind of like it. I kind of like being on the road by myself.
It's not so bad.
It's not so bad. No, I'm not talking about a 24-hour drive somewhere. I'm talking about
You're right. You're not driving to Austin.
I'm 3 hours. I like being in the car for 3 hours by myself.
I think that's fine. You will drive anywhere as long as it's less than 3 hours.
You know what I like doing? I really have, and this is part of my drive now, stopping at the Speedway gas station, getting a cheeseburger and miniature tacos.
I don't know what to say.
I love gas station food.
You and my oldest daughter, her favorite thing is a gas station hot dog. Now, hers are at 3:30 in the morning, but I have so many pictures of Maya with a gas station hot dog. Yeah, it's a thing. So you are, do they have alone. Cheeseburgers at a Speedway?
Oh, cheeseburgers, and they're good. Make sure they're always on the right shelf. I've been tricked before and taken a cheeseburger and gotten it into the car and it's a chicken sandwich.
No, nobody wants a chicken sandwich.
Not when you want a cheeseburger. But I'm just saying this is my new thing. Okay. I like being in the car. I like being alone. I like stopping at Speedway gas station and eating.
I do like a Speedway too. Speedway, if you'd like to support Caregiver Crossing,
email
me at tina@joycehouse.org. I like a frozen Coke. Yeah. Anything slushy, I'm your girl.
Coke. I'm not going to lie either. I also like a Get-Go. Get-Go, they've actually got some place where, you can go in and order food and they've got a person back there cooking.
Yes, they do. But so hold on, cheeseburger, and you said miniature tacos?
Little tiny tacos. Little tiny tacos that Barbie would eat. Barbie would eat them.
Listen, you can't see her, but she is holding up about 1.5 inches between her fingers.
You get a bowl of them.
What do you mean?
You stop at Speedway on your way home today.
I feel angry. I feel angry about this.
Hey, and you just go over where the pizzas are rolling and, the hot dogs are turning. You got your taquitos, There's a bowl now and it's filled with tiny tacos.
Why are they tiny?
Because they're miniature tacos.
I don't understand your words. I don't get it.
You get about 10 in a little box, in a little bowl.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it.
Oh,
I
they're
will
so
report
good.
back.
You'll love them.
I'm so confused. Hey, you have
what else?
All things bingo this weekend. I know you've had all kinds of things. One of your favorite groups.
Over Coming Together.
A fantastic group.
Pam Faber, that creation of ovarian cancer.
Yeah.
It's about ovarian cancer awareness.
Yeah, it's great work. Are you a bingo person normally?
I'm a caller.
You're a caller?
I'm a bingo caller.
Okay.
You know, if you've got a bingo game going on and you need a caller, you call me. I'll call.
Are you funny?
Not really. They don't want you to be funny.
Oh, you're just because it's serious.
Maybe that's why they do, because they just want to get through. They just want to play.
Yeah.
And sometimes you get people come in and they all want to be all funny and stuff.
That's true.
And you're wasting their time.
Yeah.
We've got stuff we've got to go. We're going here, people. We don't have time for fun.
So it's one of my favorite memories. My grandma Edna, who was my biological dad's mom, Edna and Dean. I mean, come on, are there any better like grandparent names? And he always sat around in his I can't say that. White tank top.
Oh, right.
We used to call
white
bad
tank top.
things. White tank top. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Take it back. With his pipe, he smoked a pipe. And he always sat in this one recliner. And my grandma Edna, she had a beehive hairdo, and she was rather large and wore a muumuu and had cat eye glasses. Right. And she always made finger foods, which now I think we would call them charcuterie boards, and they'd be pretty, but it's the same thing, right?
Right.
And
you mean like little egg salad sandwiches, or more like
but it was
cheese
more
and
sausage and cheese and crackers and some veggies cut up. Probably leftovers were thrown in there. I didn't even know it. But and my parakeet Tweety, because we're unique like that, was off in the distance, and then the little chihuahuas were running around, and we would I would go to bingo games with her on Friday nights, and then all weekend long we'd have a canasta game going.
Oh, do they still play canasta?
I don't know. I don't know that my aged hands could do 2 decks.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, you had to shuffle 2 decks. I could bridge. I could do the bridge with 2 decks. I know. I'm cool. I was.
I heard that bridge was coming back. Like younger people are now, when they get together, they're playing bridge.
What? We're looking at Noah. Noah's our producer now. Do you know bridge, Noah? You can just rattle your head. No bridge. No
okay.
Bridge. All right, listen, we're going to have to go.
Is it time?
Yeah, it is.
Let's go.
And I want you to, I'm going to take us out here, but I just want to encourage people, take those moments in the car. Take the moments for the memories.
Do it.
We'll talk more about that.
Yep.
But, all right. You're listening to Caregiver Crossing. We are a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. And we're here every week with you in partnership with Cardon Associates and Joy's House. We can't forget about our Joy's House. And so we're here every Sunday. You can listen to past episodes or learn more about us at caregivercrossingradio.org. Caregivercrossingradio.org. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with Caregiver Crossing in just a moment.
Welcome back to Caregiver Crossing. Terry Stacy, along with the lovely Tina McIntosh.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
What do you want to talk about?
Well, I don't think you're going to like it as much as that introduction just said, because, well, all right. We talk about end-of-life issues a lot on this show, because the reality is when we're caring for someone, they're typically aged or living with some kind of a life-altering diagnosis that is leading us to believe end of life. Now, not always the case, right?
Right.
It might be you might be a father caring for a child or whatever the circumstance is. But we're going to talk about end of life right now.
Okay.
So our friends at AARP, they just came out with an article last month, and it is a really good article. It's a short read. It's called Thoughts on End of Life. For most concerns do not equate to action. So here's the deal. They surveyed people 45 years and older, which seems pretty young, right?
It does.
And they talked about how do you feel about end-of-life issues. 83% of people said that they understand that end-of-life issues are important. Of those, how many do you think percentage are actively doing anything about it?
Oh, I would say maybe 3%.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible.
It's terrible because you put yourself back in that spot, at that age, which again seems young.
But even that age, it's 45 and older.
I know. Well, it's so hard, Tina. It's so hard. It's such a difficult talk. You're so good at it, and you've inspired so many of us to do what we need to do. But it is really hard.
I don't know. I mean, yes, it is. But
it's necessary.
But why does it have to be so hard?
I don't know.
Like, why are we so taboo? I mean, the reality is this. What is the only way out of this world?
You're going to die.
And what is everybody going to do?
You're going to die.
Why do we not talk about it?
I don't know. Because it's not happy.
But culturally, I think we kind of, we shrug it off.
We stay away from things that make us sad.
That is
and
exactly
uncomfortable.
right.
We do. I don't care what it is. I mean, if something makes us uncomfortable, and that does.
I think that is, yes.
I don't know how we change it though. I think it's in our, built in our DNA.
But I think we change it by having conversations like this.
Hope so.
Right? Because here's the reality. According to this AARP article, they say, 7 in 10, so we'll say 70% say the topic is generally avoided. 85% say they're comfortable with discussing death and dying. However, of those, a good majority of them say there is no reason to talk about dying. You die when you die, and there isn't anything you can do about it. Okay, I understand that.
I understand that.
You die when you die. There isn't anything you can do about it. Right. Got it. However, there's so much you can do
to prepare.
To prepare, and
not only for you, for your family.
Preach.
That's
yes.
it. It's for your family.
It really,
most of all.
Well, it is. And also, just because you're, if you're actively dying doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a purpose or have a quality of life on the way. I mean, there's so much. So, at Joy's House, we created this end of life doula program, and we've pulled together people from all over the state of Indiana. Hello, Illinois. We see you too. We'd love to have you join our efforts here. But it's about how do we change the conversation about death and dying, and how do you live until you die? How do you live with purpose until you die? So there are all kinds of things that we can work with people on. It might be, what kind of a legacy do you want to leave behind? It might be, how do you get everything organized? Who is your team? How do you ideally want to die? Would you like to have a living funeral? There's just so much that can be done. And so it is disheartening that we all say yeah. I mean, this article says it best. Yes, this is important. And I know, and I should, but I'm not. So
yeah. I don't know how you change that. I don't know how you change that, but you have been really instrumental in helping me feel more at ease having those conversations. But I got to tell you, I flinched not too long ago about talking about this. Now, did it with my father, we knew what Dad wanted, and then doing it now for Mom. And it was the funeral director that said, okay, let's talk about what your mom might want now. And I was like, I don't want to go through, not at this moment. I did.
And that's
on the
okay.
phone. I said, no, I'm not ready to do that yet. And, but then you know what that does? That just keeps putting it off.
I know,
and it does.
But it is
do
okay
I feel any different today about it? And this has been a while? No, I still don't want to do it.
Tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
I don't think I do. I don't want. I'm still not ready. Let alone myself.
Well,
about talking about the things, what kind of legacy I want. I mean, I got to get there. You're right. When it comes to myself.
So let's talk about it.
No.
Tomorrow? You want to talk about tomorrow? But no, let's talk about the legacy part. Let's talk about the legacy part, because that's an easy introduction to this, right? So, Terry, when you think about the legacy that you want to leave behind, does anything come to mind for you?
No. And you know why? Because I don't have children. So, because I've thought about, in this day and age right now, while I'm in my 60s, now I'm starting to think about the things I used to want and need. I don't need them. I don't want them, because what am I going to do with them now? I look at the things that I have, that I've saved all these years, all these things that meant so much to me. And I'm like, what am I going to do with these? I don't have any children to pass these things down to. So when something comes my way, another ring or another something, I need that. I'm like, I don't need that, because what's going to happen when I'm gone? All of this stuff is just going to mean nothing to anybody else. So I'm going to stop taking some of the free stuff that I take.
I'm here for you.
Some of that stuff, because I don't need any more stuff for sure, because I don't have any kids. And guess what? I think it's too late.
What does that part mean?
I mean, I think it's too late for me to have a kid.
Oh, definitely too late for that. Although some hands may be raised virtually here that would be adopted.
I don't think so. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to adopt real fast, so I'll have somebody that can take all this stuff.
Well, no, but here's the thing. There are a lot of us who love you, and I'm not saying that to get a ring. I don't mean that. But there are a lot of people who love you, and you do leave a legacy, not just with us as individuals, but let's be honest, you, my friend, leave a legacy in this city. I mean, you are Terry Stacy.
That's very, very nice.
Well, I think
it really
about,
is nice.
I think about all the lives that have been changed for the better because they have met you and know who you are, or have met you, and it's just been a blink of an eye for them, for you. But for them, you've left an impression. I, honest to God, Terry, don't think I've ever met a single person who has had a negative thing to say about you.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's so true.
So if that's all it, truly, then if that's it, if nobody had anything bad to say about me, then I've done something good.
I think you will leave a legacy of kindness and community.
I hope so. I mean, that's really what it boils down to. You just really want to be a good person.
What I would
There's
say,
no reason not to. There's no reason in the world you don't have to be a good person.
There isn't. But what I would recommend is that is part of your purpose between now and that day that you die, is really leaving that legacy of kindness and community to people, because who's going to do it when you're gone?
Guess what? I just wrote down who's going to do it. You. I just wrote down,
okay.
First and foremost, I've just now put you at the top of the list who will be speaking at my funeral.
I'm in. I'm in.
Nobody could do it better.
I'm in.
Hey, we got to take a break.
Oh, I don't want to.
Yep, we do. Oh, no. Yeah, we do.
We do.
Time to take a break. Right?
I think we have one more minute.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we have one more minute.
Man.
More about
I'm not
Terry.
watching the clock so well, am I?
So, no, it's okay.
I'm squirming.
Because we're talking about you and it makes you uncomfortable.
It does.
But yeah, I think, that.
Let me ask you, can I flip it?
We got 20
because I know you've thought about this and you've got kids.
I do have kids.
What's your legacy? What do you want your legacy to be?
So last year,
it's amazing.
Can we talk about that when we come back after the break? Because I have more than just a few seconds, and I think it's a worthy conversation for us to have.
Okay, well, we will do that. We'll continue this conversation. It makes you think, and listen, think about this while you're listening. Think about it for yourself. If it's maybe more comfortable since we're kind of talking about it, just think about it right now. Write down, take some notes.
Yeah.
What do you want that legacy to be?
Put Terry at the top of your list just to get your funeral. But really, I think it's important, and it's part of the work that we do. And so, we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a moment on Caregiver Crossing.
You're listening to Caregiver Crossing, a show designed for family caregivers and the people who love them. Caregiver Crossing is brought to you as a service of Joy's House in partnership with Cardon and Associates. With locations in Broad Ripple and near the University of Indianapolis campus, Joy's House provides exceptional day service for individuals living with a life-altering diagnosis and compassionate support for family caregivers throughout the community. At Joy's House, we believe that everyone deserves to live their best life, regardless of their abilities. Learn more about our adult day and caregiver support services by calling us at 317-254-0828 or go to joycehouse.org today. That web address again is joycehouse.org. Stick around. We'll be right back with more Caregiver Crossing right after this. And welcome back to Caregiver Crossing. Terry Stacy here along with Tina McIntosh. And Tina, we were talking earlier before the break. You were focusing on me and I didn't like it.
Wow, I am so shocked.
Do you want to continue with that?
Talking
or can
about
we
you?
flip it? Because we're talking about our legacies and to take time to think about this end of life. You have an end of life doula program at Joy's House that we kind of started off the conversation about. I flipped the conversation when you started asking me about my legacy and threw it onto you.
Yes, you did.
And I know of anybody, you're the one you have thought about this. But you've been through some major health crisis. And so, you've probably thought about this at an early age.
Do you know what's funny is that as you ask the question, none of my answers have anything to do with health crises. None of them.
Oh, no?
Which is really weird.
So when you have battled the things you've battled, cancer, the tumor, you've never took that next step and thought, well, maybe I need to be thinking about end of life.
Well, yes, thought about all of end of life. But as far as if you said to me right now, what do you want your legacy to be in this world?
Yeah.
I didn't think anything about illnesses. I thought about right now going forward, what do I want that legacy to be? Joy's House is a big part of that. So I am really blessed to be the founder and the president of Joy's House. I am celebrating 25 years.
Are you really? Is it 25?
Yes. So
congratulations.
Thank you. Next year will be our actual, quarter of a century as an operation.
It's pretty amazing. I mean, it really is,
Terry,
because there was nothing like this as far as I ever knew of an adult day service in Central Indiana. I didn't even know what it was.
Well, I remember when you started interviewing me 25 years ago about this. I mean, it's
certainly eye-opening for me to understand and to know what you were doing, and it was amazing and is continuing to be amazing.
So that's huge, right? That's a big part of my legacy.
Yep.
I will be transitioning out of my current role next year in 2025. What exactly that looks like, we don't know. But I'll still hopefully do Caregiver Crossing and, a lot of other things. But I won't be doing the same job day to day. And so I'm already thinking about my legacy from that professional perspective, because that's wild to think about, not being in the same role. And also really nice. You just crossed your arms. Why'd you cross your arms? What does that mean?
I'm just thinking and listening to you. I listen harder when my arms are crossed.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So because I heard inklings of this, but I didn't know that this was really going to be a step you're going to take.
It's really going to be a step. I will no longer be the president and CEO of Joy's House. Somebody else will. I will hopefully still be doing other things with all these caregiver programs we're doing, this radio show, Caregiver Way, some other things. There's a lot of work to be done in our state. And
you're leading the charge.
I will hope to be at the table for all the conversations. And we'll talk more about that. There's some great committees coming up and things like that, too. A lot of efforts in our state that I'm really proud of and get to be a part of. For me, though, personally, I think writing my book last year, I published, if you remember, it was about a year ago now, now this month, that I published my book and got it out. It's called Embrace the Imbalance. And it is a collection of lessons learned throughout my life and stories about those times and people and places. And being able, I'm not my husband, Jeff, is more of a coach or a teacher. That's how he's made. So he's let me show you how to do the thing. Let me tell you how to do the thing. Now you go get them. Okay. Rub some dirt on it kind of a guy.
Yeah.
I am more of a therapist in how I do things. So it's more of, so Terry, what do you think would happen if you did that? If you move that from the left to the right, what do you think is going to be the consequence of that? So I'm just more therapeutic in how I think. So for me to write a book that's about lessons learned was really hard, because it's telling you the thing. It's not just asking you what you think of it. But for me, that is a huge legacy to leave behind. I've sold it's only about 1,000, but it's 1,000. And if half of those people read the book, if you want to read the book, it's, you can get it on Amazon
that book is still available for you to purchase, Lessons Learned, and you'll be glad you got it. It's a great gift too.
Yeah, thanks. It's embracetheimbalance.com. So embracetheimbalance.com. And that is a huge part of my legacy. The amount of people who are reading it and coming back to me and saying, this part changed my life. I had one woman come back and say, this book saved my life. I was thinking about ending my life and it saved my life. That to me is huge. Now, do I have another book in me? I don't know, maybe. I love doing speaking engagements about it and other things. So I love passing that on. And then from a very human perspective, I know we have other things to get to, but I went to a tattoo parlor last week. Did you get another one? I thought this one looked new, but I thought maybe I just hadn't seen this one. Well, my only problem with this one, it's on my arm, it's next to an old one, is it's so good. It makes the old one look so bad. Now I don't know what to do about it.
What did you pick?
So it's just flowers, just some wildflowers.
And what made you do that?
My niece called and said, hey, I'm coming in town. Let's go get tattoos. And I've been thinking about doing something around this for a long time. So there's more. I like tattoos.
I know you do.
It's just a thing. We were going to have a tattoo fest.
We were going to have a tattoo fest, but every tattoo meant something. So I just wondered what that one meant. What was the reason behind that one?
This was more of, I got to do it with my niece and my daughter. We went in together.
Okay. It's a memory.
As we were in there, one of the tattoo artists who was working on my niece just out of nowhere said, we were just talking about you. And I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud because it feels braggy, and we're talking about legacy,
okay,
right?
It's okay.
And he said, we were just talking about you, and I just want you to know that I really like your vibe. And this is, he's a man in his 20s. And he said, I just want you to know I really like your vibe, and I feel like you're genuine. And I get so many people that come in here that aren't genuine with how they're treating me or other people. And I really just want you to know I see you and I appreciate you.
And he really did. He saw you who you are. He saw who you are.
It means so much. That is the kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I want to just show people that we can love each other and we can There's Christ in all of us. Again, I go back to my faith, and I'm not trying to push that on anybody. It is what it is for me. And I want to see Christ in all of us. I want to see love and kindness and grace and, all the things that we talk about. And so years ago, Terry, I did a mission, a personal mission statement, and there are a bunch of things. So it's about connectedness and traditions in my family. It's about God's mission for me. It's about connecting with my friends and my family and profession and all that. But the last one is ensure that in all I do, I remain fun, classy, and funky. And I'm like, that's probably from 20 some years ago, but I carry it in my planner with me so I can remember it, that I want to be fun, classy, and funky. And those things don't always go together. So you asked the question.
But that's good.
Thank you for letting me have a moment to talk.
I'm glad you did. And it also brought to the fact I don't want people to forget about the book either. When you're looking for a great gift for somebody that you love a lot, that's a good one. Is Tina's book. And you can get it again where?
EmbraceTheImbalance.com. You can get it on Amazon too, or anywhere you get books, but EmbraceTheImbalance.com. So I know that we're going to take a break here in just a moment. When we come back, there is an article about a woman who is incredible and is defined as a guardian angel. And I want to talk about her after we take the break. So.
Okay. All right. Listen, hey, thank you all so much for joining us. And again, we'll take a quick break. More of Caregiver Crossing still to come.
Well, don't leave us just yet. You are listening to Caregiver Crossing. We are a show designed for family caregivers and people who love them. And we're brought to you by Joy's House. We're going to start to talk with you about Joy's House even more as we go forward with the show, because it is so important. And our wonderful partnership with Cardon and Associates. We're really grateful. We're going to look, Noah's our new producer, and we're going to be looking to get Cardon on the show with us more and more often as well. For the Joy's House part of things, we have locations in Broad Ripple and near the University of Indianapolis campus, and we have exceptional adult day services for individuals living with life-altering diagnoses and compassionate support for family caregivers throughout not just our Joy's House families, but throughout the state of Indiana and beyond. So if you're listening from Illinois or anywhere else, you can call us too. You can get a hold of us at 317-254-0828 or visit us at joyshouse.org today. Again, joyshouse.org. Stick around with us. We'll be back in just a moment with Caregiver Crossing. We're back on Caregiver Crossing. I'm Tina McIntosh in studio with the lovely...
just Terry.
You're like Madonna or Cher or Lizzo.
It's all you need to know, really. Just Terry.
Terry Lynn Stacy from Hancock County. Don't let her fool you.
Yeah, we're here for a few more minutes anyway.
I really enjoy this time with you, by the way.
I do too, when we can just talk.
Yeah. And you as listeners, and so many of you have reached out. You've emailed me at tina@joyshouse.org about various things. I had an email recently. Our mailbag needs to come back where we talk about, emails and phone calls and stuff. But asking for some guidance. Somebody asked for connections. Somebody talked about our care kit. Somebody asked about speaking engagements. Like, yes. And tell us what you want on the show. Who you want to hear from. Tell us your tips and your tricks and the things that you've learned from caregiving so we can then use them to help other people too.
And we will talk about those care kits too, which are just so important. And I know you do get a lot of questions. Next week we'll talk about that. We'll talk about care kits and how you can get a hold of one for free.
Perfect. So there is an article that we found recently, and it is about this woman named Lyn Story. And so it's called Guardian Angel Drives Strangers in Need, Asks for Nothing in Return. We just talked a little while ago about legacy, my legacy, your legacy. Terry, this is what I can see you doing. So I want to tell you about her.
Is it a tour guide at NASA?
Wow, you nailed it. It is about a tour guide at NASA who has a paid fishing pond in her backyard.
Oh my gosh, my dream come true.
It's right? Throwing a 3-legged dog, I'm there too. Right. So Lyn Story is a retiree in Fort Worth, Texas, and she's 64 years old. She had a lot of free times on her hands, and she met a woman who's 46. Her name is April Goodwin, and she had been diagnosed with uterine cancer. And so obviously Goodwin was going through a lot of issues. She did not know where to go for help. Where did she go? She went to Nextdoor. The app Nextdoor.
Oh, she did.
Asking for help. You think about all the complaints that come through on Nextdoor.
Right.
Dogs are missing. Right. It's complaining about somebody didn't put their trash can away or whatever it is. This woman reached out for some help, needed transportation. And here Lyn Story sees it and she's like, I got time on my hands. So she started taking her to appointments. She took Goodwin to more than 25 radiation appointments, 6 chemotherapy treatments, and a ton of doctor's visits.
That's awesome.
That's you, Terry.
I could do that.
I know you could.
I could.
Then she was like, well, that's not enough. I'm going to meet this guy named Kevin Horrigan, and I'm going to take him because he's legally blind. So I'm going to drive him around wherever he needs.
That's
so
fantastic.
This woman just does this stuff.
Wow, she's
right?
an angel.
And
she's an earth angel.
She's called a guardian angel by a lot of people. And she now has these life-changing friendships. And she's made a huge impact on people's lives. And so that's legacy, right? That's the kind of stuff that we're talking about. Would you do that?
Yes. I would do that. We've had on occasion through the years here at where I work at WIBC Radio in Indianapolis, we've had occasions when veterans have reached out and they've needed help. They've needed some help with an electric bill, or and they get frustrated with the system. You know, they're waiting and they're waiting and they're waiting and they just can't wait anymore. And a veteran I clearly remember that had an aunt that had a dog. And he was in trouble, and he didn't have food for him or the dog, and they were getting ready to shut off his electricity at his house, and he needed a bag of groceries and a bag of dog food. Mm-hmm. And those are the kind of things that are just easy. You don't even think twice. But that's, we're all in a sense, that's, I think, the human in you is to, when somebody's reaching out to you and needs help, you go.
No, not everybody does that, Terry.
And I find that so sad.
See, I'm going to go back to what I said a little while ago. Your legacy is kindness and community. This is how you're wired. Not everybody does that. And what I would encourage people who are listening to do is do the thing. Do the one little thing that helps somebody else.
Yeah.
And
just do it.
It's okay to talk about it. It's not a bragging thing. Like, I'm going to ask you a question. This veteran that had written in and needed the groceries and the dog bag food?
A
bag of dog food. You shut your face. I'm tired. Did you buy it for him?
Yes, I did.
Of course you did, because that's who you are.
Well, because you would hope that if I needed help, that somebody would help me, just because maybe I'm a stranger to you, but I'm a human. I'm a fellow human. And I would hope that if I needed help, that you would be there for me.
I would be there, but not everybody.
But not everybody would. You're right. You're right. You're right. Not everybody can afford to do that either. I understand that. But there are things you can do that don't cost you any money.
But it's little things too. Like, I carry these little Marcus bags. Don't ask. It's in the book. Read the book.
It is in the book.
It's in the book. But these little bags, so just little Ziploc bags. And I put random stuff in there, right? It might be shampoo and conditioner. It might be soap. It might be Tootsie Rolls, whatever it is. And I pull up to a corner near Joy's house one day. There was a big storm coming.
Oh, like I know this story. Storms. That's right. I know this story. This is awesome, Tina, what you do.
And gave him a bag and just said, hey, if you need shelter, come to us. Because I said, where'd he live? He said, in a tent. That's right. Candace did talk about this. Mm-hmm. I'm so sorry if you're hearing this twice.
No, it's amazing.
But the best part about it was when I gave him that bag, I offered, him shelter and give him this bag and all the things. And then he was like, is that a biscotti? I'd put a little biscotti in there. I don't even know where it came from. It was still fresh.
But he was so happy.
And he was like, I have not had a biscotti in so long. And I've thought about that moment since that time. And it was just a couple months ago. Well, because why am I not buying? I go to Aldi's all the time. It's not expensive, right?
It's easy to take a couple of crackers out of a package that you bought for the family. They said these little things and create little bags of things. I really do understand that.
And it's a
great idea,
lovely
Tina.
Stuff. Why am I, like, a biscotti seems so high end? And you know what I mean? Like, this guy loved his biscotti, man. It made his day.
Which also tells you right. I mean, so people that are standing out there homeless, they come from everywhere, every background, and have had a biscotti at some point.
Right. But do the thing. Just do the. Be Terry Stacy, people. Just do the thing.
Be Tina McIntosh.
You shut up. I'm talking.
You
Am I allowed to say that? You just said it. So just do the thing. And whether or not it's for your loved one, whether or not, God forbid, you do something for yourself, or whether or not it's for somebody who you've known for 30 years or you've just met, just do the little thing, and let's spread Terry's legacy of kindness and community with other people.
Tina,
that's it.
so
Can't talk anymore. You can't talk about me or anybody else. We got to close the show. You can email me anytime at tina@joyshouse.org if you want to know more about Joy's House.
She's a saint.
Also,
she truly is a saint.
You can call us at 317-254-0828. We are so grateful for our sponsors. You want to sponsor the show?
Yeah.
You email me. Let's figure that out. For now, Terry, who do we want to thank?
Caregiver Crossing is supported by these great people at Cardon and Associates. And there's 20 communities. They're owned, they're operated, and they're managed right here in the Midwest with more than 40 years of senior living experience. Cardon and Associates provides residents with the best senior living options solutions and personalized service. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And honestly, we want to inspire you to, whether we're telling you a story or we're telling you something we did or somebody else did. I just hope it's a better day for you. We're grateful that you took time to listen to us. Take good care of one another. And we'll see you next time right here on Caregiver Crossing.